Check it, every day we getting lit. Hey, hey, check it, put the place up. Yeah, we know what we made it.
What is up, everybody? Thank you for checking out Journey Soup. My name is Andrew Lynn, and today I got Peter and Adam here, and they are from Budapest, Hungary. So I thought it'd be really cool to bring them on because a lot of people are trying to set up a business from outside of the country, and honestly, I don't know too much about it. So I thought it'd be really cool to talk to these guys. So if you guys can tell me a little bit about maybe the first couple steps of getting started.
Yeah, basically when we started Amazon, there was not many people doing it. I mean, not many people had courses out there, so we were just starting out and just watching YouTube videos initially, and so we came across private labeling, and that's what we got into at first. But the thing is with private labeling is that it didn't really work out for us because a lot of products you can just buy off Alibaba, and then you don't really have so much room to improve it, you know. Whereas,
and I think you guys got hit. Just a lot of people started selling a lot of the similar things, right?
Definitely.
And so, okay, so you guys did private label, and then you guys switched over to wholesale.
Yeah.
How about getting your business actually set up? So, what was like the first step to actually getting your business set up?
Yeah, to be able to sell on Amazon, you need a company. So that was the first step to figure out how can we form a company in the US. So we are looking for on Google, and we can set up our business in US. So that was the first step, and after that we have to figure out how can we get suppliers in a different country than we live. So that was the next step.
So essentially you guys needed an EIN number.
Yeah.
So they set up, I'm assuming you guys set up an LLC.
Yeah.
Right? So so they set up an LLC so they can get an EIN number, and then you have to get an EIN number to set up a bank account. So once you guys got that set up, you guys chose a state. So I know you guys told me that you guys put a list of all the different states and the benefits of getting set up. And then you just chose one, and which one was that?
It was Wyoming, so we ended up incorporating in Wyoming. And it was very straightforward. They did it in like half a day, so it was very, very easy to kind of form. So
how long did it take you to get your EIN number?
I think that was like 3 days, 4
3 days, so pretty quick.
Yeah, it was very quick.
And then, what about your seller's permit?
Yeah, our seller's permit took about 10 days. I think
more than 10
days.
Yeah, it was.
And I think you guys told me that was a lot harder to get, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we had to phone to a lot of places and stuff like that. So
So guys, it's like there's not a ton of information out there. That's one thing I've noticed is everybody who kind of is from out of the country, they really are just kind of like hoping things are going to work out and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys can contact these guys and they can help you out. Because I know when people ask me, I'm just really like, I really don't, like I can shoot you, like I know there's certain states you can go get an LLC set up, but honestly it's just, it's not my cup of tea. So, okay, so you guys got your business set up, and you guys started with private label, which you guys actually, you got sales and stuff, but then the market got saturated and you guys were going to take a loss, correctly? Yeah. So then what did you do to avoid that loss?
Then we started to look for new ways to kind of continue with Amazon. So we came across Book Rabel's course and his videos on YouTube, and I was like, it does make a lot more sense than private labeling because there is already a lot of demand for these products that you're essentially selling. So you can kind of minimize your risk when you're going into the product. Whereas with private label, you have to put a lot of money up front into marketing and PPC, and you're spending a lot of money on keywords that are not converting. So
and you have no idea if it is going to convert. That's the biggest thing. Of course. So I always tell people, it's like, I'm not against private label. I think private label is for some people. I think wholesale is for some people, and I think arbitrage is for some people. Obviously, I think I would say wholesale, I guess not the least risky, but it's got the least risk with the highest reward.
Yeah.
Where like arbitrage, you can go in and you could buy like 2 things from Walmart and send it in. Of course, that's all you could lose, so I guess that's the least risky. Where I believe private label is the most riskiest and the hardest to get because you have to be good at marketing. You have to build these things. But what you guys ended up doing was after that, and you ended up bundling the packet, right? You created an ebook. What else did you do? You just bundled it with something else.
Yeah, actually, I think it's just
I guess you don't want to say what your product is, so
we can just tell them the private label product. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Okay, yeah.
It was a muscle toner device. You guys probably heard of it because it got. I think it was Ronaldo was promoting it as well, so it got super saturated. So there was no way of selling the product without adding more value to it. So that's what we did, and we ended up selling out.
And you made
$150.
$150.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, running wholesale business is more easily than the private label because you can make your decisions on information from many different kind of software. So yeah, that's why it's less risky than building a brand, because when building a brand you have to get experience what's working and what's not. So that's the difference. So I think wholesale is better for beginners to start business and make some $100.
100%, because you can look at Keepa and you can go back like 3 years. It depends on obviously how long the product's been out, but let's say 5 years on some products or maybe a year. But you can look back and see the lowest it's ever sold, the highest it's ever sold, how fast it was selling. You have all these different tools to really help you make a decision. Of course, it could always drop lower than it did. There's still risk involved, but it's a lot less, or I believe it's a lot less. So guys, from being out of the country, so I know like one thing I always say, dealing with suppliers and like building relationships with them is always like the number one thing. And do you feel like it's been harder for you to do that since you're out of the country?
In a way, it's been harder because we usually work from about 6 p.m. to 1 or 2 a.m. So it's kind of, our lifestyle is not like for other people, but I mean, it's manageable. It would be a lot easier if we live in the States, obviously, but it's manageable. So we just calls at night. So
anything you want to add on that?
Yeah, of course. The best way to get new suppliers is to go to trade shows. But when you not live in US, you can go to trade shows anytime when you want. So but I think you can go to the trade shows website and got really nice information about these sellers, and you can connect with them. So
so guys, as you know, you can it's obviously a benefit to actually just go out to trade shows, but a lot of people, you do not have to go to trade shows. As you guys know, on Bo Crable has like multiple different ways of finding suppliers. I think some are better than others. I personally like to go to trade shows because I feel like it gives you a better chance of, connect. You're going to meet them face to face. It gives you a better chance to build relationships. But at the same time, I started out, and my first sales were not from trade shows. One of my main suppliers now is not from a trade show, but I've done a lot of good business from trade shows. So, I mean, it's definitely not a deal breaker. Obviously, you guys did it, and, one thing that's popping in my mind is like, so you guys are from Budapest, and things are way cheaper there, right?
Yeah. So our monthly cost is like $600-700. So it's really easy to.
So if you could get a business that was making you $1,000 a month, you could live off that.
Definitely.
Right? So
it depends on your lifestyle, but
you could. It would give you the freedom.
Yeah.
And so one thing I would tell people, it's like the biggest benefit of my Amazon business is my freedom. That I'm able. I'm like, we're in Vegas right now, so I met these guys actually at Bo Crable's house. And so we actually were running around Vegas and stuff like that. But I get to meet people and I get to build connections and I get to do all this stuff because I actually have the time to do it. And we were talking, it's like, I was telling you guys, it's like even if you can get $1,000 a month, and I was talking about like traveling in Southeast Asia, it's going to allow you to put all your time and energy into this business and connect with people and meet people. And so I was really thinking it's cool that if you guys could get to where, you guys are, how many sales are you guys doing?
Like 4 or 5K a month.
4 or 5K. So If they're doing like an ROI near mine, that's going to be, you know, $1,000 in profit. So you guys are obviously getting close to where that's a lot of money in Budapest. You know what I mean? So it's very different from here in the States, that you guys really only have to get to where you're doing like 2K. Yeah. So if you guys get up to where I am, I'm only like 7 months into doing wholesale. You know, and I'm at like 20. I'm doing on average. My sales are low right now. I'm like doing like around $20,000 in sales a month. But right now, next month I'll probably do like 60,000. I have like $25,000 worth of product just waiting around because it's meltable goods. But what are you guys' plans? Let's say you guys get to where you are, where I'm at right now, making close to like, let's say $4,000.
Yeah.
How would that change your life?
I think, yeah, the most important thing for us is freedom. Yeah, and that kind of business could give the freedom to us. So yeah, our goal in that year is make $100,000 in the revenue to the end of the year, and I think it's absolutely possible to make it.
I know it's possible.
Real.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Yeah.
What you?
I mean, yeah, just what you said. We were saying the ability to travel the world, and I definitely want to get into real estate when the time is right. When I have some capital to work with, but definitely just the ability to travel right now and just meet new people like Andrew. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's same goals. You know, and I think a lot of us have the same goals. You know, nobody wants to sit down and work a job for the next 50 years. You know, it's like I'm so thankful that I'm able to travel as much as I want. I can do what I want. I get to meet cool guys like this, you know what I mean?
Thanks.
So now I'm going to Budapest, guys.
Budapest is a great time.
Yeah. But like honestly, I love to travel, and now that I've met these guys, they're, you know, I will 100% hit them up. It's crazy all the people you meet around the world and all the, you know, friends that you're gonna make that you would not do unless you guys took the risk. You guys, there is, you know, when I think about it, it's like, man, when I spent that $1,000 for that course, I'd never paid $1,000 for any course. I've actually never paid for any course ever online. I always said I never would because I'm self-taught, photography, videography, all these different things. And I just buckled down, I did it, and it has completely changed my life. And now I'm like, $1,000 is nothing. You know, not for an investment. I mean, so how do you guys feel about your investment of doing Bo Crable's course compared to private label course?
I mean, I did a private label course when we first started. We bought a Tanner Fox's course. I mean, I don't really want to do private label anymore unless I want to build my own brand if I have a capital. So Bo Crable's course is like the only course out there that is wholesale and gives the right info. So
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, he's
definitely
good. He's good.
Yeah, you guys like it. Yep. So if you guys are interested in Bo Crable's course, I'll put a link down below. And then I'm also going to put, hopefully I'll get a link so you guys can contact these guys. Or I'll link it over to something. If not, just put it in the comments and I'll get you guys connected. But I was talking to these guys about seeing if they could maybe put together maybe a list of, you know, just like who you guys contacted, you know, what state you did it in, and maybe put together a little thing that they can give to you guys to help you guys out so you guys aren't wasting your time. So thank you for checking out my content, or if you guys like my content, please subscribe, and I appreciate you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
peace out.
Find me in the bar, I ain't going outside. In this cold ass winter, gotta roll up and out. See it from afar, got my thoughts in the sky. Where we used to kiss, sunshine, shit, and wow. You gotta call me every day, pretend you my baby. I see more real out there lately, it's crazy.